Have you ever considered eating the Prime Minister? Because the Dutch did. This is Johann de Witt, and he was the Grand Pensionary of Holland, essentially Prime Minister. He was a very intelligent man, statesman, mathematician, and he'd had a very good run until now. Holland had had a lot of political issues when it came to other European countries, and de Witt had handled this quite well with peace negotiations. But now there was an issue with the French. And he'd originally handled this quite well as well, because Holland's two biggest enemies were France and England, and he'd essentially set them up against each other. But not all issues were resolved. France and Holland still had a thorough debate about who should have control over the seas, and this transpired into the Franco-Dutch War. As you will later see, de Witt's focus was heavily on the maritime. De Witt had put so much focus into the Dutch navy that he neglected the land army, which meant it became quite easy for the French and the English to invade. Naturally, the Dutch people saw this as an example of his incompetence. De Witt had been the Grand Pensionary for 2 decades, but now he had made a dreadful mistake. The Dutch people started shopping elsewhere for a Prime Minister, and they had their eyes on William III, Prince of Orange. But you might be more familiar with him as one half of the ruling duo of Great Britain, William and Mary. And the first thing he did was have Johann's brother Cornelius trialed for treason and tortured. And when Cornelius was imprisoned, Johann made a dreadful mistake, and that was simply to visit his brother. It's a trap. That trap was a lynch mob. The mob dragged them into the street, stripped them naked, and then hung them upside down by their feet from the gallows. A warning now, you're about to see a very graphic image depicting the death of Johann and Cornelius. The story goes that pieces of the brothers' flesh were cut off. Some would sell that flesh, others ate it. It is certain that they were mutilated and pieces removed from them. Why? Because some of those pieces survive today at the Museum of the Hague. And this includes de Witt's finger and de Witt's tongue. I know politics can be a frustrating thing, but I hope we can stick to peaceful protests, on occasion the odd little riot as a little palate cleanser, and firmly keep cannibalism in the past in Holland.